Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan from Seaway Sports Lounge, and welcome to a new episode of Wildcats Corners. In this episode, we're going to be talking about week 2 of the OSFL season. This is where the Cornwall Wildcats met with the Myers Riders, a team based in Ottawa. Anyway, we're going to go over the game itself. I'm going to go over a little bit of how the play went, and then after that, we're going to do the takeaways and, of course, the players of the game. So, with that, let's just jump right into it. The weather was perfect, to be honest. It was a great day too. I sat there, enjoyed that. It was a little bit cooler, but the sun was out. It was just a great day for football. The field itself too was pretty amazing. Everybody was geared up, pumped up to watch the home opener. Just a great crowd as usual. So anyway, it was a good way to start the game, and we waited to see what would happen. Now, in the past, to give you a bit of backstory with this team, I was told that the Wildcats actually struggled against the Riders in the past. There's been a period of time where they had a hard time just beating this team. They obviously hope to change it this time around, this season going forward. They always want to make sure that they're on the right side of the score sheet, not the wrong. So the Wildcats did change the narrative in this game. The first half was a tight game. It was very, very back and forth. There wasn't a lot of offense on both sides. Very opportunistic game at the time whenever it was played. Both teams the defenses were just doing really, really well, not giving any quarterbacks any room. Quarterback Xavier for the Wildcats, he had a tough time at the beginning, and that's just because you're feeling out your opponent, seeing how they work, and learning what their defense and what their players are doing, so you can find the holes to do the passing and obviously the rushing too. So tight first half, not a lot of scoring. But overall, it was interesting because the second half was much better. The Wildcats played an excellent defensive game. They were on the ball way more than the Riders were. Cornwall seemed to have better opportunities as the second half wore on. Cornwall did not give this team any chance to get better or improve on their game. They snuffed everything out. It was an excellent form of defense. It was really nice to watch, to be honest with you. And the other thing, too, is that the Cornwall's offense Wildcats offense were actually capitalizing on mistakes that Myers was doing. They were starting to get points based on that, and that is very important. That's how you win games, is that you basically make the other team pay for their mistakes, and that's what Cornwall was doing. Was getting the crowd going. Anyway, they didn't disappoint, and they ended up winning the game 17-0. They shut them out. They didn't even give them a chance. So it was a really good game overall. Again, it was like an opportunistic win, as they say here. And what I mean by that is that Cornwall got the points when they needed to do it. It wasn't a dominant performance for offense by any stretch of the imagination, but these are the kind of wins you have to get going. And usually, like any other sport, the first few weeks of the season tend to be a little slower because you're trying to find your rhythm. You're trying to find ways to get your offense going, and then your guys will know where to go, and then they're learning the systems, right? If there's any new players too. So that's what happened. A win's a win, and they took it and they got the win that they needed. Now, we're going to show you next is the players of the game. Now, they do this after every game. It's really cool. They give kind of like an acknowledgement of the players they feel were the better ones of this contest. So with this game, they felt that Kobe Dell, like first of all, just to make a note, Xavier quarterback, he went 15 for 24. He ended up actually getting 221 yards, and he got one rushing touchdown. So he played fairly well. It's like I said, especially after the second half got going. He got to see the field much clearer. The passes were crisper. They were connecting a lot better. It was just a really nice overall second half, especially. Kobe Delves, receiver, number 16. He ended up doing 6 completed passes for 96 yards. Very good. He was all over the field. It was really nice to watch as well. On defense, Cameron Balil, linebacker, he did 2 tackles and 6 assisted tackles. So he had a great defensive game. He was out there. Like I said, their defense was the big story of this game. Like Cornwall's defense was great. Overall, excellent plays by him. And on special teams, Maxim Lamarche, defensive back, he ended up having 1 tackle and 2 assisted tackles. Again, the overall defense core of this team was just dominant through the whole time. So it's pretty impressive if you ask me. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was great, and I always look forward to the next game. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this. Please hit like or subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these videos. Please hit the notification. I intend to do a review of every week, so that way we can see how this team builds and progresses every week, because it's just fun to watch that. And these kids, they have so much dedication to this game, along with the coaches and the staff that run this. As I said in the previous video, the opening video of the series, just it's incredible to watch this organization just continue to grow and develop and improve. And you know what? I'm looking forward to see how this develops. So with that, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.